Hello everyone. So I haven't had a video for a couple weeks. I was at my annual leave. Sorry about that. Today I will have a video of a death adder eating a chick. This is my Acanthophis hawkei from the northern floodplains area of Australia, and I wanted to give her something different today. She already had a mouse, and now I'm giving her a mouse chick. Now, Acanthophis, the death adders, have like a little piece of their tail that they can move as a lure. It's called cuddle luring, and that in principle should attract birds as well, because it looks like a little worm or a little grub, which would, I'm sure, be very attractive to a lot of birds. And I would highly doubt it if an Acanthophis would opt out and not eat a bird. So I think they would be highly interested. So I don't think it's too weird to give these guys a basically baby chicken. And from her reaction, it seems like she wasn't weirded out at all by the different texture and smell of the food. Now we have a lighting issue here. She is directly under the heating light, so things look a little brighter. So sorry about that quality aspect. However, she seems too eager to eat. In the meantime, you're hearing my one and only rattlesnake rattling because she has her mouth full as well, and you'll have to bear with that. So for those of you who just started watching my channel, this is a death adder, or a death adder as the Australians call them. They are members of the Acanthophis genus. Acanthophis genus has the number 7th most drop-by-drop potent venom. However, it's a lot easier to deal with compared to other snakes because it's purely neurotoxic and antivenom works like a charm. Also, acetylcholinesterases work great as well with this type of venom until antivenom comes by. And prior to antivenom though, the mortality rate was about 50%, so you got bitten, it's 50-50. And the death is an unpleasant death of not being able to breathe as your diaphragm stops. But you know, eventually, even if you get your diaphragm sorted out, the venom can in fact stop your heart as well. So it's quite a potent venom. However, you will die pretty because as it's only neurotoxins, there's not much of a swelling or necrosis in the tissue. These guys live all around Australia and in Papua New Guinea and Indonesia. In Australia, they actually are in multiple habitats. As I said, this particular species, the hawkei, they come from two places. One is the northern floodplains, which is, you know, typical floodplains environment, and also from Barkly Tableland, which is, I think, a little more arid. You have other species that live in deserts. My subspecies Dajara is a clear example. You have other species that live in rainforests, etc. Today is a feeding day, so I'm feeding a bunch of other snakes. The cobras are out sniffing. They already ate, but they want more, as cobras almost always do. and I've been away for over 10 days, and I came yesterday and took care of the snakes, basically changed their water bowls, cleaned the cages, etc. And I'm feeding the snakes today. And I get this question a lot. People ask me when I go off on a holiday, I mean, how do the snakes survive without food? Well, snakes, they can go on living without eating for a long time. Some of them hibernate the winter away, for example, without any food. But a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, it's nothing, especially if the snake is healthy and on a good body weight. And all my snakes are pretty much healthy and have decent weights. So it's nothing to them. Yet they were a bit hungry when I came back. So for those of you who do not know, again, the species, as you can see, looks quite like a viper with those elliptical pupils and triangular head and being an ambush predator. But there are no vipers in Australia, and these guys are lapids, genetically speaking. They just have plastic adaptations that help them fill a viper niche which exists in Australia as well. They have elliptical pupils, they're short, bulky, they have triangular heads, and they have fixed small fangs, even though their fangs are a little more mobile compared to other Australian lapids like taipans and tiger snakes and whatnot. Death adders, they do have this jerky head movement when they feed. I do not know why, to tell you the truth, but I think it may be because it may aid in pushing in more venom. I don't know. It's something they do. People call it the happy death adder dance because their mouths are full and they're happy. I think they are probably one of the easier venomous snake species to deal with, if and if only if you know what you're doing. With these guys, they don't charge you, they don't chase you, they don't go from one side of the cage to the other side to bite you. They do have a strike range, and if you get into that strike range, when they're in ambush mode, you will get bitten. There's no question about that. However, aside from that, you know, it's a easier snake to work with, in my opinion. Of course, venom being very potent, you need to be careful and all that, but that I think goes for all venomous snakes. Yeah. She's doing good. Let me just remove this piece of leaf that she doesn't need to eat. Aside from that, it's all good. So what I'll do is I will remove the camera from the tripod and try to go in and get an action shot basically. So you can see the fang in action. Now my hand is absolutely dangerously close to the snake, so this is not extremely safe, to tell you the truth. And I'm only comfortable doing it when the snake's mouth is full and she cannot strike. So I'm slowly gonna leave her to be. So as you can see, she's almost done and she's swallowing the legs, and I think this is a good place to stop after getting very close and personal with her. Again, I'm back from my holidays, so I will have a video every week. Please do not forget to subscribe, hit that like button, comment, ask questions, whatever you want, and spread the word around. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Take care.